Hello everybody, welcome back to another Fireblade video. And today, we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Part like 5. Yeah, last part was really upsetting how it ended. It ended kind of weirdly. It had like the whole game restarted. So this is definitely going to be the scary portion of the game. So judging by the fact last time it was only 4 parts, we might have 4 more parts in the series, and I can't see it going any more longer. Now let's just go ahead and press play. I am definitely gonna turn my speakers down. See, I am recording, so. Sayori. Let's go. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content with getting on the average and spending my free time on games and anime. So, it fully erased Sayori. I mean, all of Sayori is just not in the game. There's always an anime club, but it's not like there will be any girls in it anyway. School day is ordinary as any other, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my stuff, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Really, they're really ain't any interest to me. Besides, most of them probably are way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Fireblade? I skipped something. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Fireblade? Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Did you guys see that? I guessed that it'd be Monica. Because it can't be Sayori, she's gone. It can't be Natsuki, because Natsuki. And it can't be Yuri, because Yuri's like not as big in this game. So obviously it's gonna be Monica. There's something up there. I swear. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. But so, having her smile so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for supplies to my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Probably getting ready for the festival, I bet. I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Ha! About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budgets and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. What the heck was that? A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing. But there's only 3 of us so far. 3 of us. Sayori's completely gone. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry, drinking water, because this game has way too many talking points. I mean, one of my members keeps her manga collection in the club room. That's Natsuki. That's who I'm going for. That's the one. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, Amanda's Amanda, right? Did Marcus say she? Before Blade, by any chance, are you looking for a club to join? Ah, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join them. If you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how can I refuse someone like Monica? Trust me, I can refuse Monica. Sure, I guess I'll check it out. Oh, awesome. You're very sweet, Fogblade. You know that? Oh, thank you. It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Last time, I think it said like, and thus the day I sold my soul for a cupcake or something. This is crazy. I followed Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the club door. That was City Royal last time. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Yeah? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Fireblade. ... I say, as I save my game. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Maka's boyfriend, right? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyways, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. This is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. It said last time, like, with someone like Sayori and Natsuki. Dude, this is actually crazy. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. We ran into Fireblade in the classroom, so he decided to come and check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but just happened to run into him. In that case, I can at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Fireblade? The girls have a few desks. Wait a second. See, last time, Natsuki made cupcakes, and that's what kind of made me to like her a bit. I think Monika's trying to, like, remove all these big traits and bring everyone down so she can be mine, and I don't want her. The girls have a few desks to arrange to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet, which is always open. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all their effort into something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. She says this way later in late game. So, it's weird that she's saying it now. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly. Precision of language. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goals. Maka must have really worked hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the club room? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Yeah, she's bringing everyone down just so, like, it helps her personal gain. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Fireball, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. She traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. That level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is especially amazing, I think. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up, that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological elements really immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to, at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well just be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. Suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Just like this water, I can't really put it down. It's so dang heavy. Real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. And just like this game, ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki eyes dart to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were writing a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have that experience? Do you have that writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable. I'd love to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Except for Marcus, she's smiling while everyone's frowning. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Question mark. Nat and Yuri. Why'd I say that? Why'd I say it like that? Nat and Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri look squizzily at Monica. Yeah, I just want to see if my ring light was like, because I just got a new ring light and I'm scared it's gonna like overheat or something. And thank the Lord it's personal, so it's a personal ring light instead of my brother's. So now I can make content a lot more, which is amazing. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share all of them, or we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Maka. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nature the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we got a new member, it seems like it's a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Fireblade? Hold on, there's still one problem. I did this last time. This is bullcrap. Go on, you're gonna join the club. Don't worry. Eh? What's that? Now we've reached the most important topic. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club. Monica may have convinced me just to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All three girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. What was that? The girls exchanged glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Fireblade. The thing is, we won't have enough members yet to form an official club. It says Sayori's gone, and they need 4. Because it says, my goodness. That wouldn't make sense. Just imagine a whole club of 3 people goes to the offensive. Man. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend time every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, let's decide then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Fireblade? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me there for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Fireblade, I'm super happy. Now we can be an official club. I just spit like 2 things over there. My goodness. Okay, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I was hitting the button above return because I'll do everything I can to give you a great time. Okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Marco looks at me once more. Fireblade, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the star Marco with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. See you tomorrow, then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be spending every day after school in a lecture club? Or perhaps I have the chance to go closer with one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with finding poems in that. Last time I said that, one of my friends died. Oh no. Oh no. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. What the heck was that? Sayori? Maybe because, like, she had depression. Hey, babe, I don't know much about Yuri. Yuri's, like, a third option. I think it was Monica. Lucky. Laugh. Oh, it's so much easier now. Recipe Sayori, but it's so much easier now just to pick, Did you guys hear that? It was like, now it's so much easier to pick my goat, Natsuki. Giggle. Oh, why did I pick that? Determination. No. Shiny. Infinite. No. Flower. Promise. Friends. Passion. Color. Pleasure. No. Games. Pure. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to... I know I just completed night 1, and last time, when Sayori was around, I played up until night 1 ended. But we are 20 minutes in. That is not enough time. We're continuing. Hello again, Fireblade. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I can keep my word. Well, I'm back in the Electric Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What was that? Oh, save the game, save the game. Did you see that her face was like, oh, sweet baby Rays. Thanks for keeping your promise, Fireblood. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like it deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan here just to hang out or what. If you don't take it seriously, you won't see the end of it. Hey Monica, you're over my text box. Can you move a bit? Hold on. Do you guys see this? Look, Natsuki, or Monica, ignoring this whole part. She is perfectly centered, but Yuri and Natsuki are like tilted. Okay, let's see. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Fireblade. We'll make sure to comfort you first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki. Sorry. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. What did she do? Okay. Anyway. Yeah, no, this classroom is like... Whenever she's closer to the screen, like, she's normally like this. I hope this isn't it. She's like that. Or the classroom. The music. The music is so off. I heard like a bump. Holy crap. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you have the interest in picking up a good book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. No one feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait. I didn't mean it like that. Or if you don't really want to, then forget it. Forget anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read a lot, so even if I don't read it often, I would be happy to pick up a book if you want me to. Are you sure? I just felt like I was vice president and all. Hashtag not my president. Sayori is the actually good vice president of the world. That I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. This music is so off, seriously. Yeah. Look. It's like normal up here, but now it's like so weird. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is How's This Girl Accidentally Being Cute. She even picked up a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. In future, I take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Dude, it actually went back to normal. I'm gonna save again. Yeah, it was definitely tilted. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected manga to kick off some scheduled activities, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already in a book. I just imagine her like, hold on, let's get it. I just imagine her reading like, the music is different. That cannot be me, bro. That cannot just be me. Yuri's face is already buried into a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's been waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Look, I hear Natsuki utter an a sigh from the closet. She seems to be annoyed with something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. I'm safe. You looking for something in there? Okay, I don't know what's different. I don't know what happens in Natsuki's route, but I'm sure, look, the text is so different. Look, we'll load. Look, it's black here. Yes. Oh my goodness. F She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. Oh, it's manga. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of the things you can't really admit you're into until you figure out how the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point yesterday. Besides, it's written all on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone tome of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Wow, much better. Seeing a box set with one missing book is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Yeah, I can kind of agree. Kind of. I know that feel. I get closer to the box she's wearing. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. It probably means it's either some demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it for the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, if I would. She said, consider this a lesson from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover, but now it's friggin' don't judge a effect. Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly what. Okay, don't show me if you're gonna say don't judge a book by its She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. So, it's basically just the cover of this game. You want? Thanks, Alvarado. Oh boy. It's exceedingly no. I'm a bus driver named Mo, but like, that's not a word you say. Dude, you're so Mo. Don't just stand there. Wow. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. I think that's like her grabbing me and I go, "Ugh." Something like that. This game is so animated. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs won't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. You don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. She's literally just my character, but like a lot more rude. She crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I'm gonna turn this music down. I didn't expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I didn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow. Wow. How long has it been since I started to read? Okay. Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the entire series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I could talk at the same time. But it looks like a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. So it's basically just this game. This is a slice of life with a bit of psychological horror. I kind of grew out of these, since it's kind of rare for the rhyme to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of the plot. Yeah, no, she's a very young woman. She looks young. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're watching me read, well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. Well, I guess it's fun. I'm gonna save. I'm actually kind of scared now. Okay. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited. When I convince my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Question mark? You don't? That's not... She fully changed her face model. That's cool. That's not... I wouldn't really know because I have no friends. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. I could ever get my friends to read this. Wait, was it Tab? No. I was trying to see, like, the full thing, but no. like I could ever get my friends to read this. They think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, huh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Yuck, I know this kind of people. It also takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? Probably the loser part. Sorry. I feel like I can't even keep this in my own room. My dad would beat the crap out of me if he found this. What the heck? Did you guys see that? Oh. You guys had to see that. That's freaking Monica with like a bloody screen. Hold on. Future me. I'll mute the screen. Put the picture on screen. That is terrifying. Holy crap. Okay. My dad would beat the crap out of me if he ever found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Last time we seen a black screen, my best friend in the game died. So, be careful. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I'm going to read her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah. Sorry, Natsuki collapsed straight into me. Hey. This is Maka's doing, I know it. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Natsuki... Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Her eyes suddenly light up. She snatches the bar from the ground and immediately tears open the wrapper. I told her not to give me... She couldn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Fireblade. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we share our poems now? The music fully disappeared. I mean, it fully disappeared. I want to see if I can get that again. I can't. Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday, so it's only fair if I start with her. ... Question mark? Okay, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, look how happy she looks, bro. ... She rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. Everything I had in mind was actually drinking water, so yeah. All kind of worked out in the end. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said, well, I should be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me a really dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not great, but let me show you how a real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. ... So in other words, you're saying you like that. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat. You're so... You just don't understand anything, don't you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're so self-important. Pretty sure you actually said that. said it mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something, or she's dishonest. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, can you show me yours? They're fine, I guess. One because Marco will make me if I don't. Okay, it's the same one from last time. I'm just gonna read it. I do like the poem. If the next poems are like the same, I'm not gonna read them. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheese can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. It's your favorite poem. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that rank has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my rank seriously. But that's the point. But isn't the point of poems for someone to express himself? Your rank style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Oh my goodness. The amount of saves I got from that one chapter is just insane. Let's see, okay. Oh yeah, I started on page 4 that one time. Last episode. I like when it's... Oh yeah, I already read that. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other I think about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but may fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Bet you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud. I won't take it away from her. Alright. Yuri, because I'm mad at Mom. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to stop reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it'd be better or something. Ah, so it's that bad. No! I just raised my voice. I'm so sorry. She buries her face into her hands. She's acting a lot more like shy and like scared this time. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we still haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are... I keep skipping it. That are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick them up over time. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is possibly the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learned by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. We shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Probably Natsuki. Do you mind if I can read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this is a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? This is different, I think. Okay. Ghost Under the Light by Yuri. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I think that's all, actually. Sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't really read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I need to write something a little more mild. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Yeah. Actually, this story isn't about ghosts at all, Fireblood. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Wait, she literally said that it took a long time to read it. And now she's saying, like, glance over it? What? This girl makes no sense. That's why I didn't pick her. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more psalm when you're putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying and count on you. Next is stupid Monica. She probably actually didn't do anything. I bet it's like the game or something. But still, I don't like her. I never liked her. Hello, Fallblade. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. I remember I thought that was scary also in part 2. That's such a scary line to say. I'm always listening. Like, don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be too afraid to bring things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Fallblade. We're all kind of embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. A hand mark on my poem. I like it, Fallblade. Really? It's a lot more cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. Kind of makes me think of something that Natsuki would write. But, of course, you totally didn't base this entire poem off of her, right? And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's always in a fussy mood, pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole and wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I glanced at my surroundings. I bring my hands. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I banished my pen. I dropped something. Yeah. Okay. So that's different from last time. Last time is like there's a camera in our wall. Very different this time. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. What, the hole-in-the-wall style? That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not very sure how to put it. But I guess you could say I have had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is best friends with each other. Anyway, here's Marco's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you leave your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh boy. Okay, so it might not even be Monica. I put her in my banner as like a big villain character. I'm hearing it. I put her in there as a big villain, but that's only because I suspect it's her. It's probably just like the game's code or something. I don't know. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre rhyme abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is electrical after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room is Monica writing something into her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Okay, it's just the literature, guys. What's with this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. She's ticked off. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean it's... You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. But it really didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I've asked someone who actually liked it. And which people did, by the way. Maka liked it, and probably did too. Maka's fully like replacing Sayori. She said Sayori liked it, and Fireblade liked it. She said that last time. So this is really good. So based on that, I'll gladly give some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Fireblade likes my poem too. He even told me he's impressed by it. Natsuki stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Fireblade appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Oh, I can't have it. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was that full of myself, I'll deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as Fireblade started showing up. Natsuki. I'm Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Oh, snap. Me? Look who's talking. You want to be edgy. Biatch. Edgy. Sorry, but my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful. You might cut yourself on the end, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do that, don't you? Yuri cuts herself? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the F is wrong with you in the head? Yeah, go on. Let Fireblade hear everything you say. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Yeah. So Yuri turns towards me, as if she just noticed I was staring at her. Fireblade, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started. Whoa. Natsuki. Dot. I'm picking Natsuki. Hey, Fireblade. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? What the heck just happened? Oh my goodness, that scared me a bit. Sorry about that. They really should have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ha! Some president I am. I can't even confront my own club members properly. Just wish to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway. If this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. So, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Sweetie. I am the weeb. Holy crap. Natsuki, no. Dot. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. I didn't mean it. Yuri. I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said or done to Natsuki. I just improv'd with that last part. Or did. Fireblade, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow, completely. Anyway, the meeting is over. So you can go home if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. She keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'd like to read what I said. See, even this is like full on, like, it's a whole lot weirder. So I said, of course that's going to be. So I said what I said in Act 1. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Fireblade. And I'd be kind of embarrassing. It'd be kind of embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. Guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Oh. We're loading that. Yeah, I don't care about the progress. Well, I'm vice president. Sorry, I guess I don't really get a choice, do I? Sorry for causing trouble. I really do appreciate you understanding. Dude. So, we are actually gonna end it here. Oh, yeah, I already saved. I'll save this one. I don't know that. So we got this mystery word of wisdom and woe. Oh, no. Don't return. Do not return. Oh, my goodness. What's this? That's YouTube. Holy moly, guacamole. This is actually getting very, very serious. Okay, so that was Doki Doki, what's it called, Part 5. Hope y'all enjoyed. That was more of a longer, actually, compared to the other parts, this is the shortest, not counting episode 1. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Boy, that was scary. My theory is Monica, like, maybe there's like a specific time limit on the game. So like you can only be in one section for this amount of time before it throws you into the poem section. So maybe like Yuri was gonna say something, but Monica had to end it, obviously, because it was about to close and go to poem section. So maybe like she glitched out Yuri just so she can like overextend the time. So they could actually get to the poem section without being all weird. That's just my guess, but like that was actually what I was wanting from this game. I'm playing with cards on there too. Yeah, that is what I wanted. I wanted a scary game that made me jump, and did I knock over any of my Funkos? I moved the boxes with my crazy just back launch. Okay, nothing's different back there. We are definitely getting to part 6 very soon. Alright, I do want to continue that game. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for watching. Be happy with yourself. Love everyone around you. Mental health is important. And always, bye-bye.